Hello creatives, welcome to Artist Star. My name is Beth and I am at the gallery today for the Zodiac series. This reading is for Aquarius, whose major arcana card is the Star. This is the artist card representing you as the open vessel, ready to receive whatever source can draw from the well of infinite possibilities and creativity. So this is a new spread. This one I'm calling Awakening Essential Energy. This row with the archetype cards, this is where would I find this essential energy at this time? The second row here with the creativity oracle, this is how best should I nudge this energy awake? And the third row with the Soul's Journey lesson cards is what about this energy needs to be explored in depth. And then finally we'll have how else will Source guide me to stay in my creative power through this awakening. So let's take a look at the first row. And we also have the cards of truth for direction and the Lenormand cards for some clarity. We have the beggar card. The light attributes are confronts empowerment at the level of physical survival, awakens the spiritual authority of humility, compassion, and self-esteem. The shadow attributes is dependence on others to the exclusion of effort. It's kind of like a survivalist card here, knowing that all of your empowerment is wrapped up in figuring out how to hang on to your own self-authority here and stay in that with humility and compassion, and therein you find your self-esteem. Very interesting. And that you have possibly found yourself wrapped up in being dependent on others and tired to the exclusion of effort. So, yeah, we need to find that energy so you can move on to that spiritual awakening and be able to move on, right? Physically as well as mentally in the best way possible. All right, so let's look for some direction here. Oh, that's interesting because this is pretty much the same card. This is the Jack of Spades in reverse. It's Uranus energy, it's fast pace, it is survival energy. The Jack of Spades is not an easy life to live. You are really asked to find exactly that for yourself in this lifetime. So it's in reverse, which means that it may be that you are still under that dependence on someone else and unable or feel like you're unable to shift that energy into something that will loosen the ties that bind and be able to move into a new awakening for yourself. Find that empowerment, right? Because that's what the Jack of Spades does as well. Most of the Jacks, or all of them really. You just have to take charge of your own life. Aquarius, this is deep. All right, so let's see what we have for clarity. It's the tree in reverse, which is basically the same card. This is you not being able to find yourself within the forest of life. Well, okay, so This is where you would find your essential energy, that if you can tap into this and move it and shift it, come into that being able to take into your own empowerment and do it well, because it needs to be done with humility and compassion, you will have an incredible boost of self-esteem. Oh, it's just so lovely. Okay, so that's what we're looking for. We found it. That's what we know needs to shift. So let's take a look at the second row, and how best should I nudge this energy awake? So we have the creativity oracle, and this one is recharge. When the pace of life becomes too hectic, know to slow down, be mindful, and go with the flow. Recharge. So perhaps you've found yourself in that dependence mode because you just need a rest. And the cards here are telling you that that's okay. That once you recharge, you will have that energy to shift the energy that is in need of shifting, so that you can move into that self-empowerment. There'll be some confrontation around that. That is why you need to recharge, to have that energy to confront whatever is holding it all back, of you moving into this self-empowerment. All right, so recharge. Let's see what the direction is. 3 of Spades. Very interesting card for you to get here, because this is what they call the big test card. This is finding your true grit. It is a remedy or a cure that can move things in the right direction by letting something go. So perhaps you're hanging on too tightly to whatever comfort is in this dependence role, that it is offering you like a sedative. You gotta let that go. That's gotta shift in order for you to move into the empowerment. It's like you've given your power away, and all you needed was a rest, and now you're finding yourself ensconced in the comfort of not needing to exert any effort. Interesting. And have you recharged, or have you just realized that you've become complacent? Wow, this is very interesting here, because it's a test of great importance. This is that card. So it's working on a healthy connection with the divine. It's an acceptance of where you are. It's not an easy card. It is a true grit, big challenge card, but it is a challenge for independence and the energy to grow through letting something go. It's finding your merit, and you can do that. This card also is about being able to have that creative chameleon defense. So you're able to be that mirror that people want to see. So that is part of your secret, if you will, the tools in your toolbox at this time, is that you're able to do that. That will allow you some space and some time to figure this through, how to get out from under this dependence that you have now found yourself into and back into your empowerment. Goodness gracious. All right, let's see for some clarity. The mice. Yeah. Ooh, even though it may not be intentional, this situation, person, place, or thing that has you tied, bound, if you will, is really starting to rob you of yourself, your uniqueness. You're getting lost in it. And it could all be just really lovely, beautiful, loving, taking care of you, and not understanding that you are now recharged enough to start thinking about getting back on your own 2 feet, for all the love and support and kindness that whatever the situation, person, place, or thing has laid out for you. It's time for you to get back on the horse. Interesting. All right, so let's look at this last row. What about this energy needs to be explored in depth? Peace. I am a being of love, and I release all negative energy. Because you really do have to own it. You have to say thank you. I've been incredibly empowered. Thank you for the time, spending your energy for helping me get to this place. But now I need to look at it as helping me help myself. So maybe that piece is missing out of this scenario, and it's gotten sticky. Yeah. So handle it with kindness and generosity and empathy. Whatever the situation is, it would appear that it was necessary at the time, and now it's necessary that it shifts into something where you are able to start taking care of yourself again. Because that is where you're going to find your self-esteem. Just totally needs to happen. All right, so let's get some direction. Another Jack of Clubs this time. And the Moon, trusting in your intuition, your perception, your dreams, knowing that that emotional waxing and waning of this situation, you've got the time, you've got the support, you've got the energy that this situation has allowed you to recharge, and now it's time to step out of that comfort zone and into a more active role. There's so much energy in the Jacks, and this is the knowledge-seeking Jack. This Jack is also Uranus energy. We're talking about fire and air, so a lot of energy there. It is quick energy, so Jack of Clubs is time to put your thinking cap on, time to begin with a new idea. This may be a bridge to a deeper realization of a truth. It's an initiation, and it's fluid, and it's clear, and it's energy, and it's sorting through ideas. You are clever and can see this playfully. It is trying to handle and manage the impulses, but it is such an opportunity to balance that adult and childlike intellectual pursuits and do it with patience and restraint, and of that face card nobility. Part of the lessons also is that they encompass the aces, twos, and threes, and the aces are all about a conception of an idea. The twos are meeting it, seeing the inner energy about that because it's the reflection of the sun, and then there's the threes that see it through to fruition. And then you move on to the next best thing. So whatever this getting yourself out of, do it with kindness and love, and know that you are loved, and that this situation done the right way will actually get you there, because it's going to release all of any negativity around this. You are a being of love. Do it in peace. Very nice, Aquarius. Okay, so let's move on to see how else Source will guide you while you're able to stay in your creative power through this awakening. So we have Pema Chodron cards here, the Tonglen exercises, and it's card number 21. This is all about just being able to stay in your loving kindness so that you can give that away to other people as well. So number 21, always maintain only a joyful mind. And the commentary on this is, constantly apply cheerfulness, if for no other reason than because you are on this spiritual path. Have a sense of gratitude to everything, even difficult emotions, because of their potential to wake you up. Oh, it's just like a blossom. You're like a bud. It's that anis nin of being, what is that saying where, I used to know this one so well. The day came where the effort it took to remain tight in the bud was more painful than the effort it took to blossom. Something like that. So it's time, butterfly, to come out of the cocoon. Oh, so beautiful. All right, so let's look at the wish craft card. Another moon card, so pay attention to those dreams, those hopes, those intuition, and follow the moon cycle for a little while. See what to let go of and what to start to build on. This says, moon wishes. The moon shows me patience. So there will be some of that as well, no doubt. Okay, and the Chin Tongue, Chinese fortune telling sticks, have an event will soon bring you money. That's always good. Oh my goodness, Aquarius, best of luck to you. Yeah, I'm so glad that you're feeling well and that you're ready for this shift. Best of luck to you. And if this resonates in any way and you want to continue, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and you'll be notified as next month when we do this again. Thank you and happy creating.